Well, we're going to talk today about boot camps again. We're going to talk about equipping our people in community together in a short window of time to the maximum possible place. My name's Kurt Beavers, for those of you that are joining for the first time. And what I really would love for you to do is just to sit back and listen. You can go back and listen to the intro in parts 1 and 2 about the who do you invite and the why do we have boot camps. But we're going to talk about the when and the where. Now, depending on the rhythm of your business, if you're not a part of our Juice Plus business community in one of the 50 U.S. states or in over 20 countries around the world, and you do something different to create your primary source of income, meaning maybe you just do Juice Plus a little bit, or maybe you totally do something else and you just really wanted to learn these principles. Let's talk about where and when, and I'm going to use our Juice Plus business model as the example because we manage our calendar year in a certain way, and you may manage yours a little differently, but we know how important it is to have community, to be together. I mean, we experienced the opposite of that during COVID. We experienced the consequences of isolation. I hope it never happens again in my lifetime or in our kids' lifetime. So we need to schedule community. We need to be together. It's kind of just like the church, you know. There's a time and a place for private worship and prayer, but there certainly is a time and a place for corporate worship and being together in small groups and corporate worship in a sanctuary together. It's just critical for a body to grow, okay? So in our business, we have the company corporately puts on 2 big, huge, we call them Juice Plus Live conferences in the fall and in the spring. And those are centerpieces. I've been with this company for 36 and a half years, and I've missed one of those conferences in 36, almost 37 years. And it was due to my wife having a medical issue that we just last minute couldn't be there. It was involving a pregnancy. And we just missed it. We missed the one in Las Vegas. But no matter what was going on, you know, we attended those Juice Plus Lives. I remember somebody telling me everybody that's at Juice Plus Live is not making over $10,000 a month. But everybody that's making over $10,000 a month is there. And I wanted to be in that group. So we put that as a big rock on our calendar every year. And then what we have tried to do, we've tried to either host, speak at, or be a part of making sure that there was a boot camp or regional. A boot camp would be a full weekend, meaning 2 nights, Friday and Saturday. And a regional would just be Friday, Saturday, a one-night event. They're both really good. The boot camp gives you more time for community fellowship and a little more learning, but the regional crunches in a lot too. So we worked really hard to make sure that there was a regional or a boot camp within a reasonable driving distance, 4, 6, 7 hours of anybody in the country that they could go to between the Juice Plus Live conferences. So every 90 days there was another place to plug in, bring on your new team members to get them equipped, make your business have that anchor point between Juice Plus Live. So we did those in January and in July. We still do. We have a Peachtree Boot Camp in January and a Blue Ridge Boot Camp in July. And each of those, if you're interested, each of those are peachtreebootcamp.com and blueridgebootcamp.com. But we've tried to do those in a place that was amazing and fun. So in my opinion, and it is my biased opinion, the one we do in July in the Blue Ridge Mountains of North Georgia is one of the better ones in the country because of the venue. We chose a place that was convenient to Georgia, Alabama, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Tennessee. It's where all those states come together, and even Virginia and Ohio, and sometimes Florida would drive to those events. It was the Florida people were willing to drive further because it's 20 degrees cooler in the mountains and get away from some of the extreme heat during the middle of the summer. So it's a great place. The venue's great. The Saturday night party in the valley between the mountains and the Sunset Pavilion, literally with We do a boots, blue jeans, and barbecue kind of event where we take amazing pictures. We have a band or a DJ. It's so much fun. And then in January, it's really more about business. In Georgia, it's hard to do a lot of stuff outdoors in January because the weather's unpredictable. It could be 70 degrees and you're golfing in short sleeves, or it could be a sleet, snowstorm, ice storm, and freezing. So you don't know. So in January, we try and be convenient to the Atlanta airport, and we do something in Peachtree City, Georgia. We do a regional and a leadership event. Now, those events draw people because the summertime they want to get away. So that was an attractive, cooler weather place. And January was convenient, but January is so important because we came together and kicked off the new year. Okay, so venue is important. If you're going to do a 2-night boot camp, I think you need to do it somewhere where you can have some kind of fun Saturday night experience. We tried that in Atlanta, and trying to have a fun event in a sterile ballroom in a hotel is just tough compared to a sunset pavilion in the mountains. So I think it's really good also to make sure they're on the same weekend every year or close, so people can plan their rhythms of their year and get it on their calendar. And then the other thing is you want the smaller events in between. Like you have a Juice Plus Live and you have 90 days to the next boot camp. You want those smaller events to build up, to populate that boot camp with new people. And then you leave that boot camp and you go to populate and you get the attendance at the Juice Plus Live. So that 90-day rhythm of a big event is super important. And that's when and where and a little bit about the right location and the right time of how we do boot camps. Part 4 is coming up, and it's going to be how do you put them on? How do you make them affordable and effective? Okay?